Hi everyone, welcome back to Sid's Killer Reviews, where this week we're reviewing Red, starring Bruce Willis. What was your overall impression of the movie?
I liked it.
Mm-hmm.
It was entertaining.
What would you give it on a scale of 1 to 10?
Like a 6 or 7.
Really?
7. I'll go with 7.
Yeah.
Why a 7? I felt a little too long and a little too drawn out in some spots. For me.
I didn't think so. I enjoyed it.
What would you give it?
I'd give it an 8.5.
Wow.
I really liked it. That was entertaining. It was funny, like really funny. I mean, you could predict what was going to happen next kind of thing, but
Yeah.
not at the same time.
The only thing I couldn't predict was like how it ended.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like I thought he was just going to kill the vice president.
Yeah.
But he didn't.
I wish they would have made the vice president whine more at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Because he was kind of whining, but he wasn't. Like.
Yeah. It was a very realistic portrayal of what I think somebody in that position would do. Like yelling at the Secret Service men. Like while they're trying to protect him with their lives. And he's like, just get me out of here! Like, actually, the ending, I like the ending too because I like how throughout the movie you start off hating that Cooper guy. And then towards the end, I liked him.
Carl Urban's character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. Cooper or whatever. Like, fuck you, whatever her name was. Shot her.
His boss, yeah. One scene really bothered me when Carl Urban's character went to the records room to like look at the giant folder and like looks at it for 1 second and then he just leaves. Like, why this big, huge...
I mean, what's the point if it's all blacked out? Like,
yeah, like why did you send him down there?
All redacted,
Yeah. I'm guessing that was like cooler in the graphic novel that the movie was based on.
Yeah. And he didn't take it with him either. I think he left it there.
Yeah.
Instead of like, because in one of the other movies we watched where the file is redacted, they hold it up to the light to read it still.
Yeah, it just seemed like a weird scene to have in there. It didn't really, you don't get anything from it.
No.
He doesn't get anything from it either.
I guess just from the Henry, the old guy that was there.
Yeah, that introduced you to the record keeper.
What, you understand what red means?
Oh, that's true.
Retired entirely, what was it? Retired extremely dangerous.
Yeah. So they left that bad scene in just so we could know what that means.
Yeah. I didn't like how they got rid of Morgan Freeman's character. I didn't like that.
Why? That he died?
Yeah. I think it was kind of unnecessary. Like, they could have gotten one of the other bodyguards to walk out or something and then use them instead of Morgan Freeman's character. You know what I mean? It kind of seems like they tried to get rid of him really fast without any explanation.
I mean, he'd already been killed once, so...
Yeah. Well, I knew he didn't die that time, too, though. That was obvious.
So another thing I didn't like was, like, the Sarah character. She just seems kind of just there and is annoying. She doesn't really do anything, doesn't add anything. Other than having him have someone to rescue.
Yeah.
Like, that seems to be her only part in the whole thing.
Yeah, the damsel in distress.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I didn't like that, because it was just like, ugh.
I liked how she came around, though. Like, she literally got kidnapped in the beginning, but then she's like, I love him. So she told Cooper, he'll eat you for lunch. It was just kind of funny. Like, how you can go from, I don't know, like, what the time span is of this movie, like, probably a week or something like that. But she goes, like, in a very short period of time from, you kidnapped me, let me go, to...
I really like John Malkovich.
Yes. Oh
character.
Gosh. I loved his
I really
character.
like John Malkovich's character.
Mm-hmm.
He was hilarious.
He was hilarious.
Just like his face some of the times. He's like just smiling and being all creepy. Like, it was great.
Yeah. He added a lot of comedic relief. Or just like...
You know, like rubbing your eye on the film.
Can't
Work through the pain.
Yeah. John Malkovich, whatever his name is, he adds a lot of comedy, like, to the film itself, where it's, yeah, just from the moment you meet him, it's, you know it's gonna be good, having him in the movie, and I'm glad they didn't kill him, because every time, even in the serious parts, he's just funny. I really liked when they're at the airport, and he has the pig with him, and it keeps, like...
Boinking? Yes, he's squeaking or something.
And so you think, oh my gosh, he's a troubled man, and then like he pulls that lady, and he's like, he's been following us, and she runs away, and then the next scene, she's got an RPG.
Yeah.
I love to, even though it's completely unrealistic, how every time there was an explosion, the people just vaporized. Like there was no body parts or anything. It was just gone.
Yeah, some of the action scenes are really funny, and
Yes.
some of them weren't, but...
Yes. One of my favorite parts was the first chase scene, whatever, like after Sarah gets free and then the dirty cop tries to take her. And then Cooper's pursuing Bruce Willis and Sarah. And then the car is spinning and he floats out.
And when he steps out and then the car swings by.
The back fender, like, barely misses his leg, too. I'm like, come on. That was so funny.
It was. That was hilarious. What was your favorite scene, then?
Oh, gosh. There was a lot of good ones.
I remember thinking, like, this is my favorite scene. And then, like, something else happened
Yes!
and I was like, no.
Yeah.
This is my favorite scene. And then,
Yes.
like, that happened 2 or 3 times. So now I don't remember which one was, like, my actual favorite. For some reason, the pig was really funny to me.
It was.
Like, just carrying around the pig.
They're in the bunker and he's like, I get to get the pig out!
Yeah.
You
Like,
think it's going to be a weapon and it's
just a stuffed animal.
Yeah.
So the scene that's, like, kind of burned in my mind, though, and I don't know if it's my favorite, but it's just the very end of the movie when they're kissing in the back of the car and John Malkovich is kind of just creeping on them, all, like, smiling and just like, oh my gosh. So another scene I really liked was the one where Carl Urban and Bruce Willis are fighting, like that in his office.
Yes, I did actually really like that.
Yeah, I like that one too.
He's like, oh, so you got trained by this person. I trained him.
Yeah.
I liked that too, where they're like weaving in and out through the hotel, and the other guy's just handing her guns. She's doing all the shooting.
Yeah.
He's just carrying the
for her.
bag. Yeah. I liked when Morgan Freeman, when they go in that soundproof room or whatever, he's like, you can't touch me. I think one of my favorite scenes was when the crazy guy has the fake bomb and it's like some kid's clock and he's like, ah!
He runs with them, yeah. That was funny. What was your favorite scene?
My favorite scene was probably the woman that John Malkovich's character pointed the gun at and was like, she's following us in the airport, and then she steps out with an RPG. It took her until he stepped out to reload again.
Yeah,
Instead of doing
just...
it immediately, she's just dramatically standing there.
For the showdown?
Yeah. And then he shoots her RPG and she vaporizes.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
I liked how he's so paranoid, so he's always over analyzing everything, and so I thought the helicopter wasn't going anywhere, and then he's like, November something Charlie, it's the helicopter, and then immediately after they get shot.
That scene was funny too, because he's like, is that a 7? Is that an N? Like,
Yeah. Didn't the guy just get shot? And then they're like, are you sure that's a 4?
They were still arguing when the guy got shot, yeah.
Old man, my ass.